we take a look at what's going on right now down south. We take a look at this ongoing trade war that's going on, this tariff war. And there's all this, silly childish language of elbows up and we should be best friends. And like, I don't care. Like, quit talking like an 8-year-old. What I care about is the fact that we've got billions and billions of dollars on the line here. We're not getting along with our biggest trading partner. And all we need to do is look at what the deals are that US President Donald Trump is doing here. He's finding deals for his natural resources. He's convincing mega corporations to do business in the United States, Apple for one. And
Mhm.
I'm taking a look at what's going on in Ottawa. I am not seeing the same up to snuff work going on here. I got to ask you, because I'm not a business person. You understand this world. Is there a market demand around the world for Canada's natural gas? Would they buy it if we had it ready to go?
Well, I think the best story we've had economically in the last short while has to be the first shipments of LNG going to Asia.
Exactly.
The first boat went, of course, and it did get some coverage. I think another three, though, are leaving right now. So there's a huge appetite. Also, it's become a recognition that if you really want to, if your big worry is global emissions, well, natural gas is far superior to coal. And so if we can ship and get China off coal, for example, that'll have a monstrous impact. But then on the other side, where Prime Minister Trudeau famously said there was no business case, looking at supplying Europe. I mean, I think it was very short-sighted, but I also look at what the US has done recently. They've signed some major deals for LNG going there. It's just that it was such a glib statement, a glib attitude that was born out of their ideology of no fossil fuels. Well, that's proved incorrect. And as I say, thank goodness we're doing something out of the West Coast. Could have been easier, but happy to see it. Happy to see there is a Kinder Morgan, despite the fact that you're absolutely accurate. I think the numbers they were throwing around when Trans Mountain, Kinder Morgan was talking about $7-8 billion. It ended up $34 billion. But you know what? It still makes sense because up till then, we were forced to sell so much of our oil coming out of Alberta at a discount, Western Canada Select. Well, that discount shrunk dramatically because now we can access other markets. So I think in the end, yeah, I'm not happy about spending about 25 billion more than we thought, but it still makes sense economically. And so would another pipeline. And that's what they're talking about. But as people will certainly are aware of, BC Premier David Eby made the comment, no pipelines on my watch.
Yeah.
Absurd, but anyways, it's there. But yeah, so that's the challenge. There is an LNG market. There is a market for our energy.